Good morning. Today we're going to talk about an all-in-one loan and a specific scenario for a savvy homeowner that just wants to pay their home faster, but doesn't like the idea of maybe double paying the payment and then that money going away, right? A lot of times people say they want to pay it off faster. They're going to make double payments every month or send an extra 1,000 or 2,000. And sometimes they get in a situation where they need that money back, and now they're at the bank asking for a HELOC for 20 or $30,000 and paying those closing costs and paying the high interest rate on that extra HELOC. But the all-in-one loan is a great product for that instead. It came from Australia, where they call it an interest only with offset account, meaning to you, it is a mortgage and checking account all in one. And it's a 30-year amortized loan based off of the SOFR index, so it is variable, not fixed. It's the 30-day average of SOFR, which February 28th at midnight was 4.3. And we have a margin starting at 4. You could buy it down if you want, but if the margin was 4, your starting variable rate would be 8.3. Every time the Fed rate gets cut and we have a different 30-day average, your rate keeps going down until at some point they bottom out and we start to cycle again, and they might start creeping up again. But for now, let's just look at this for what we have. And in this situation, so when we talk about it's still a 30-year amortized loan, so it's different is it's calculating your interest nightly. It's not like credit card. It's not like a HELOC. It is a 30-year loan. So if we're at 8.3, February 28th, on March 1st, it is going to calculate your 30-year amortized rate on a daily. And then whatever is in that account, let's say you took out $1 million for your loan balance, and let's say there's $600,000 in the account because you're not sending a mortgage anywhere, you're just depositing money in the account. So if you have $600,000 in that account, it's going to calculate your daily interest number on the 400,000 that's not there. So let's say you get a commission or a bonus or whatever the next day, and it's 25,000. Well, tomorrow night at midnight, it's going to read that you have 625,000 in principal and take the daily interest calculation for that. So your interest can get lower, and there's a lot of ways to work the algorithm and pay it off even faster than a standard scenario that we might do. But that's kind of the gist of it and how it works. Again, this is just a bank account. You'll be able to set up ACHs, direct deposits, you'll have debit cards, checks, wire money, everything. And it's just going to calculate your daily interest based on a 30-year amortized rate, based on the 30-day so far average and the margin you select. And it's going to take interest only out that it calculated the month before on the 21st of each month. So again, you don't have to send a mortgage. Great thing about this, we talked about all of a sudden need money, something happens. Let's say there's a job loss. Well, if there's $600,000 in the account, it's just going to take interest only for the next 5, 6, 12 months, however long it needs for you to get a job. You never miss a payment because the money's already in there. So this is an amazing loan. Maybe if you're living paycheck to paycheck, probably not a good idea for you. Maybe if you're fascinated with seeing a 2.5% fixed rate on a 30-year loan, not for you. If you're into cost savings and leveraging money and making money, getting the most out of money, this would be the product. So this scenario I set up like maybe you own a home. We're going to do a cash out refinance, and you can take out 20% or 80% of your home value on your primary home on a cash out all in one. So let's say your home's worth 2.5 million. You can take out 2 million. All right. I set this up against a traditional loan with a great rate on a cash out. You probably aren't getting that right now, but we're going to put that in there, 6.875 on a $2 million loan. So the next thing, let's say for simplicity, let's say you have an extra $25,000 that you're going to throw into that account each month. So you have a lot of revenue moving in from different streams, and maybe you don't want it direct deposited into this new bank account that gets set up, but maybe you transfer $25,000 a month in there. All right. Now, $2.5 million loan amount, maybe you had a $800,000 balance. Still, we're going to pay off that $800,000 balance, and wire $1.2 million to you. It takes 60 days to set up the account. As soon as the account's set up, you'll get all your login information, and you can wire, let's say you use 200,000 of it in those 60 days, and you wire $1 million back on month 2 to put in the account. Okay. So now we're going to run taxes at 1,100. And again, we're not taking any other monthly expenses out because maybe you got your own bank account you have set up. There's all kinds of strategies again. And once you get this, you might decide, yeah, maybe we should put it all, because here's the thing. If you just put $25,000 in a month, then you're not taking advantage of that, Verizon bill of $500 that's due on the 15th. Well, that money can sit in that account and save you interest until the 15th, then it can go out. So lots of different ways to do this. But for this one, let's stay simple. And what it's telling us is based on your comparison payment and taxes and everything, you would have $11,000 left over each month. Calculate results. If all you did on this $2 million loan was dump $25,000 in there each month, at the end, at 11.3 years, you would have $2 million in that account. All right, so let me show you this pay down table. So $2 million loan balance, month 2, you deposit, you wired 1 million back in there. And now you get to see, oh, you know what? There is one. We're going to take these out. That was from another scenario. Ah, here we go. This is better. 4.2 years. All right, you're going to have $2 million in your account. Pay down table, $1 million in there. Look how fast you accumulate money by dumping $25,000 in there. Look here at month 16 to 17. You only deposited $25,000 in there. All right, but you went up by 19,000. So the interest is getting a lot less. Now we're at 20,000. So the further you go down the road, the more money it's available. And then it sits there. Great. If you're not an investor and you wanted to pay your home off faster, let's look at the pay down summary. Your rate over that 4.3 years, since you paid that loan off in 4.3 years, is 0.55% as opposed to the 6.875%. Faster you pay it off, the less you're going to pay. We look at the cost savings. You save 2.5 million. That would have cost you 4.7 million. Total interest paid only 170,000. And again, at any given time, let's go back to spending. Let's say you had a major expense, right? We're investing is a whole different scenario, but let's say you had to pull $150,000 out. Maybe that was for college expense for one of the kids. Let's say it's month 18 that you pulled $150,000 out to pay for college. What happened there? Get this back in here. All right. So there, you took $150,000 out a year and a half into this. We're still paid off in 4.8 years. You still have that money. We go down to the rate. You only went from a 0.558 to 0.642 because it took a few more months to pay that $150,000 back. So that's a simple scenario for a savvy homeowner, financially savvy homeowner that may not want to be the investor type person, but wants to pay their home off, save money, pay low interest, and also have that liquid available for emergencies. So let me know. I could run all kinds of scenarios for you. Reach out if you have questions. This is definitely the product for you if you have leftover, if you have money left over. Whether you're putting money in your stocks and portfolios, you have a financial planner. I'll tell you this, if you have a financial planner, you need this loan. You have to have this loan. There's no reason to have this loan because your financial planner would rather see you with a nice cushion in your account so that if something happened, you didn't have to sell off portfolio money and cost everybody a lot of money. So take a look at this, reach out to me, would love to help. Thanks.